Hey my beautiful Capricorn peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Ann from CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with your April 2022 tarot reading. As always, readings here are general, so if they resonate, that's awesome. And if not, it's not your message, and if you want to check out my official social medias, you're more than welcome to. That's going to be linked down in the description below. So Capricorn, let's see what we got going on. We already have a Page of Pentacles who wants to come out. Okay, you could be connecting with a fellow Earth sign here for a few of you. Moving forward from that, we also do have here the Eight of Swords, and then lastly for the Capricorns we have here the Devil. So coming into your month here so far for April 2022, Page of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, and the Devil card, okay? Now, Capricorn energy with that Devil, this is you showing up here in the reading, not to say you're a Devil Capricorn, just saying that that card does identify with your zodiac. Now, Page of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, the Devil. What does all this mean here for your current energy? Well, with the Page of Pentacles here to the Eight of Swords, pretty two interesting cards. Eight of Swords is usually the energy of feeling very trapped inside your head, but for some reason I'm sensing with the Page of Pentacles, it's telling you to apply yourself this month. I don't know what that means here for you. Apply yourself. Maybe apply yourself in a program, apply yourself in your relationships more, apply yourself in your work more. I kind of am picking up on the sense that maybe you don't feel like you've put your 100% into the things that you naturally put your 100% into. So maybe you've been feeling a little distant at work, feeling a little distant within your relationships and friendships, but there is this little bit of detachment that's kind of showing up here for you in April 2022. And with this energy of detachment, it's kind of led you to feel not so good. You know, we have here the Devil. Keep in mind though, the Devil card in this instance, I don't feel is you feeling stressed or anything like that. It's more so a feeling like kind of unhappy with how detached you are. I feel like the Devil card could be representing almost misery in this sense, that you do not feel super connected to what you normally feel connected to. So I am getting the message here for you to apply yourself more. Okay, let's clarify the Devil. Let's make this message a little more clear. I'm not sure if it's misery. I mean, it could be stress. Definitely could be pain. You know, clarifying that Devil, we do have here the Three of Swords. So Three of Swords is one of those cards that represent you're going through a very painful time. You may feel trapped because the Devil could represent feeling trapped now, so that makes more sense. You feel trapped in a painful place because you feel very distant from certain things in your life. And keep in mind, this could be for a variety of things in your life, Capricorn. So you could be feeling distant right now from your friendships, your current romantic partner. You could be feeling distant from your career and your work. You might even be feeling distant from the connection that you have for yourself. So ultimately, this distance that's kind of been created in your life is something that is painful for you. You're not liking this at all. You like to be present, you like to be tapped in, you like to be connected, Capricorn, and that's just not what you're feeling here in April 2022. Let's go ahead and have a look here at what you're dealing with. What are my Capricorns going to be dealing with here throughout April 2022? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What are they going to be dealing with? First card out, what do we have? We have here the Seven of Cups. Energy of confusion, especially on an emotional level. We also have the Two of Cups here. We have here the Knight of Cups, and then we have here the World card. So, based upon what it is you're dealing with throughout this month, we have here Seven of Cups, and we have here Two of Cups. Two of Cups is primarily the energy of a connection, right? You're confused right now about what you're supposed to be invested in, where you're supposed to apply yourself, where you're supposed to be. Now, this is not something that's uncommon, I feel, for humanity, because I think that at some point in our lives, we all kind of feel confused if we're in the right place or not. Are we doing the right thing? Are we working the right job? Are we in the right relationship? Are we around the right type of friends? Sometimes we have a tendency here to question ourselves if the lifestyle we're living and have chosen to live is what's truly suiting us, or is it making us unhappy? And I think that you're coming to that point where you're trying to figure things out. You know, we do have here the Knight of Cups, and we do have here the World card. So based upon what you're dealing with, it's like you're trying to walk into a world that you're happy with. You're trying to walk into a world that's positive for you, because Knight of Cups here, or sorry, the World card here and the Knight of Cups, these two cards is like, I want to move forward into a world where I'm pleased with it, where I'm happy with it, but I just don't feel like you're at that point right now. And that's okay to not be at that point, you know? That means that there is room for change. There's room for things for you to change and transform that are going to create the best world for you as possible. So, as far as what I'm picking up on here so far for April 2022, you feel the need to apply yourself more, but it's hard to apply yourself in stuff that you're not feeling connected to, stuff that you're feeling disinterested in. For example, if you've been feeling more distant at your job, chances are maybe you're just not enjoying it as much as you used to, right? You may feel disconnected, you may feel tapped out, you may be wondering, why do I feel like I can't apply myself more into my job? Well, maybe your job has just become less interesting. Same thing you could apply, with a relationship for a few of you. You're like, well, why don't I feel very passionate with my partner anymore? Why do I feel like there isn't much love there? Or why do I feel like I don't really want to be around them when I am around them? Maybe there's that chance that you've lost that passion. You've lost that spark there with that partner. And that's why it's more difficult for you to apply yourself into the relationship, because there is a lack of interest there. So coming into your April 2022, with all this lack of interest, it definitely pains you. It makes you wonder, am I a bad person for no longer feeling connected as I once did? Am I, in the wrong type of energy, or am I in the wrong place in my life? There's a lot of confusion on how you should be feeling, right? I think this actually resonates a lot towards especially relationships in your life, whether we're talking friendship or romantic. There could be a sense of guilt potentially that you're feeling, Capricorn. Like, for example, if you have a husband and you just don't really feel in love with your husband anymore, you don't really feel connected to your husband anymore, there could be this worry of like, am I this terrible person that I've lost feelings over time? And it doesn't make you a terrible person for you to no longer be interested in a marriage, a relationship, or friendship. Throughout time, our feelings change, And it doesn't make you a bad person to have those changing feelings. So I think that the Three of Swords is like, damn, my whole entire world's changing, and it pains me that it is. Because I used to be so interested and so connected to what I used to be connected to, but now it's all changing. And I think that's upsetting to you. And I think that's a very natural and healthy response to feel, right? Ultimately, when things are changing up in our world, and when, we're changing up in how we feel about certain things and situations, it can be saddening because it's an ending to a chapter in our lives. Let's go ahead and have a look here and see where things are going to be going for you, though, Capricorn. Where are things going to be going here for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout the month of April 2022. First card out, we do have here the Nine of Wands. So you feel like the wounded warrior here. Nine of Wands is that wounded warrior energy. It's very difficult for you to speak up right now about how you feel. I think right now you're worried that if you do speak up with how you feel, it makes the experience all the more real. I feel like, Capricorn, you're having a difficult time here letting go, even though you're just not interested in what it is you're doing anymore. Letting go makes it real, and letting go makes the whole situation a lot more difficult. So let's say you're currently letting go of a relationship. It's hard to do that. Even if you're not in it anymore, even if your heart just doesn't resonate with it anymore, there's a lot of difficulties in letting go of that relationship. You're worried about how your partner will react. You're worried about how your friendship circles will change, how your life will change. It's a very, very complex situation, and it's very, very different to go from being with somebody that you've spent so many moments with, had so many memories with, to no longer being with that person. It changes everything within your world, right? So it's scary to do that. But at the same time, you feel like it's so difficult to apply myself in this. And that truth is because there is not much interest left over there. So even if it's going to change up your world, and even if changing up your world seems incredibly scary, it's going to provide for you a better world, whether you see it now or not, all right? Moving forward from that, we also have here the Five of Cups. So Five of Cups here is the card of disappointment. I think that there is a part of yourself, Capricorn, that feels a little bit disappointed. I feel like you're putting so much stress on you when what you're feeling is incredibly normal, Capricorn. Like, you're putting so much stress on you for your own feelings changing. Like, in due time, everybody's feelings tend to change, right? And it's completely natural and okay that you don't feel the same for something as you used to, If you don't feel like your job is interesting anymore, that's fine. If you just don't feel passion in your relationship or love for somebody anymore, that's absolutely fine too. In life, you're going to constantly change, and so are the things around you. And it's okay for that to happen. I just feel like you're putting so much pressure on yourself. There's this part of you here that feels like everybody's going to judge you for the changes you're making in your life, or there's this part of you here that fears how people are going to react and respond to the changes you're currently making. Whether that's going into a new career after you've spent so many years working incredibly hard on one career you're already involved in, or whether it's about a marriage that you're just not feeling anymore. Unfortunately, it's not that you ever intended to walk away from a marriage or walk away from a relationship, but over time something changed and you don't have those feelings of passion and love anymore, and that's something that is totally okay. Don't worry about other people in this time frame right now, Cappy. The number one person you should worry about is you. Because here's the thing that you're feeling. You're feeling damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you don't walk away from whatever you don't feel connected to, you're still going to have a difficult time applying yourself in that area of your life. So if you don't walk away from it, you're going to be unhappy. And then if you do walk away from it, it's like, I think I'm still going to feel unhappy because I'm going to feel like I wasted so much time or potentially wasted the time of other people. And just because my feelings changed, I feel like that's going to disappoint and upset other people. And it's disappointed and upsetted me because I thought that I was stable in what it is I was doing. And now suddenly here's this feeling of change, you know? Capricorns, as I mentioned already, stop putting so much on yourself. Don't burden yourself, right? This is an okay situation. Whatever's going on and whatever's changing in your life, it's fine for that to happen, okay? Moving forward, where else are things going here for Capricorn? We do have here the Queen of Cups followed up here with the King of Pentacles. So, going back to what I was mentioning too, remember how I said, like, I thought I was stable, I thought I was secure where I was, and now that I'm not, that makes me feel, you know, very confused and very unhappy. So let's say, for example, Cappy, you went to college to become a lawyer. You spent years in college to become a lawyer. You've now just graduated and recognized being a lawyer is nothing that I want to do at all. It's just not for me. You may feel like you've wasted effort, wasted money, wasted time. And that might disappoint you and make you upset. It's like, I can't believe I spent so much time doing something I thought was really meant for me, and then now it's not at all. But the thing is that the more you drag yourself down for that, the worse and worse you're going to feel. You may have actually really wanted to be a lawyer over all those years you studied at college and worked incredibly hard to get that job lined up for you. But when you actually got involved in it, it wasn't for you. And it's okay that it wasn't for you. So I just feel like you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself for having changed feelings when changed feelings are something that's incredibly normal. Let's go ahead and see what the spirit guides have to say. Are there any dire or important messages coming in here for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout April 2022. Are there any important or dire messages coming in here from Capricorn spirit guides throughout April 2022? First card out, what do we have? We have here the Two of Wands. They say you can spend your life constantly thriving to make other people happy, or you can spend your life making yourself happy. Two of Wands. It's a choice, right? Anytime you see the Two of Wands, you have to choose something. You can choose the happiness of others, the approval of others, the thing that other people want from you, or you can choose what it is you want for yourself. They say go for the self, Capricorn. Four of Cups. Ignore everybody else. Ignore everybody else's reactions. Ignore everybody else's opinions of what it is you choose to do with your life. If you're simply not feeling something anymore, that's totally okay. Now, I never have reversals when I read monthly readings, and somehow this Nine of Pentacles managed to get reversed. So that's a good sign here, I guess. All right, now with the Nine of Pentacles jumping up in the reverse, they want you to not depend on the opinion of other people or the way that other people view your life. Capricorn, I feel like what your spirit guides want you to do is they want you to cut out the approval of other people or the opinions of other people. Stop allowing that to be overruling how you feel, what it is you want, and what it is you're currently doing. Now, keep in mind, if you're a Capricorn and none of this applied to you, that's fine. You know, you might be a Capricorn that resonated with the entire read, but this portion didn't resonate with you, and that's okay. But it feels to me like your spirit guides are trying to say, you're very worried of other people's judgment. Fuck other people's judgment respectfully, you know? Fuck other people's judgment. It's okay. With that Two of Wands, do you want to spend your life making you happy or making other people happy? I think making you happy is the most important thing. So they want you to remove yourself here. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. From pleasing other people. Be the Nine of Pentacles upright. Be that individual person pleasing yourself. Let's go ahead and take a look at the overall outcome here before we close off in this monthly reading. What is going to be the overall outcome here for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout April 2022. And what do we have? We have here the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, you're creating your new stability. And I love that for you. That's awesome. You're going to be creating your new stability. I think that you felt like you were set in life, you were comfortable, and then now you get thrown into the lion's den when you have all these new types of feelings and the life that you had previously before you doesn't serve you, and it's scary. It's like, now nothing's stable at all. Everything is not stable in the slightest. I was comfortable in my past, now I'm uncomfortable with that life. Now I'm trying to find a life of comfort, and it's scary, it's weird. I'm worried about how other people are going to react. I'm putting myself down currently because I should still enjoy my old life, but I just don't feel that way anymore. And Capricorn, that's okay, because at the end of all this, Ten of Pentacles, you're going to find your new normal. You're going to find your new stability. You're going to find your new life, your new world that you feel comfortable in and that you feel is right for you in this current moment. So guys, let's go ahead and do an overall review of this reading before we close off here today. So coming up in April 2022, when I took a look at your current energies, one of the biggest messages came through from that. The message is that you feel like you need to apply yourself more. But the whole reading was talking about how there was a difficulty of applying yourself into something that you seem to have not much interest in anymore. You know, whether you felt like you've lost your passion for work, for love, for friendship, you have lost the spark that you once felt connected to with something in your life. And I think that you're putting yourself down because of it. You feel that by walking away right now this month from something you're no longer connected to was like a total waste of time. You feel like you've wasted so much of your own time. Maybe you feel like you've wasted so much time of other people. And ultimately, you feel bad. You feel like, I can't believe I wasted so many resources and other people's time and my own time with a life I thought was going to be satisfactory for me, and it turned out it wasn't. But I think that if you keep looking at it in that point of view, you're going to keep putting yourself down for something that you cannot even control sometimes. Sometimes it's impossible to control how we feel, especially in terms of love, in terms of passion, in terms of interests. It's either you're interested in something or you're not. You love somebody or you don't. These are things that are not within our control. And it's okay to accept the fact that you've lost love for somebody, or you've lost passion for a job that you previously had, or you don't want to do something anymore because you're just not feeling it. It's okay to embrace those types of feelings. So coming into April 2022, the main message here is basically to embrace the feelings you're having and to not put yourself down and to not let the opinion of other people or the judgment of other people stand in the way of your own feelings. You feel how you feel, and it is what it is. Who gives a fuck about what anybody else has to say, right? Nonetheless, though, you've built an environment in your past here, which is now becoming your past, right? You've built an environment that was once comfortable. It's become uncomfortable for you. So coming into the month of April, you're going to be feeling a bit uncomfortable because you're like, well, what's going to be my new world? What's going to be my new normal? Well, don't worry about it, guys, because you are in the process of creating it without even realizing it. 10 of Pentacles. You're going to get there nonetheless. So breathe, Capricorn. Chill out, relax. Let yourself walk away right now from what it is you're no longer feeling. And my best advice that I can give you for April 2022 is to keep on going forward in your life with what feels right for you. Whether a new lover comes along, a new career opportunity comes along, whatever feels right for you, allow yourself to go for it. Apply yourself there, okay? And then your new stability and your new normal essentially will unfold for you. All right, Capricorn, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this month's video. If it resonates, let me know down in the comments down below. I do not know if this was confusing. I hope it wasn't a confusing reading, but if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. But Capricorn, much love to you. If you're new here, consider subscribing, and I will catch you all in the next video. Much love to my Capricorns, and enjoy your April 2022. Peace.